All right, hello, welcome to D&D Night with the Lava Divers. We're a Dungeons & Dragons online guild on the server Khyber. We thank you for joining us today as we play some 5th edition D&D. We're using the virtual tabletop Fantasy Grounds, so you can visit fantasygrounds.com or at fantasygrounds2 on Twitter to learn more. This is the Descent into Avernus adventure. I am Patrick, your dungeon master and host. Thanks for joining us, and we encourage our live listeners to participate at twitch.tv/studiocast, where you can even influence the game. Have fun. Let's see. This is our first adventure, so welcome everyone, including the players, to Baldur's Gate. So we're gonna meet some players. So I'll just we'll go down the line, and they'll introduce who they are and what they're playing, and we'll start with Benton.
Hey, I'm Benton. I'm playing a dwarf barbarian, level 1. Not wearing many clothes. We'll see how this goes.
And Stitchz.
I'm Philip the cleric, and hopefully I'll keep some people alive.
And Gunga.
I'm Gunga, a Shatterkai rogue, and I'm going to stab people.
Acme.
I'm Acme. I am a paladin, a member of the Flaming Fist, and hopefully we'll be trying to keep these people alive.
Gunga, what's your character's name?
Skugi.
Okay, so Gunga is Skugi, and Acme is Arwin. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not Skugi?
Hard G, dude.
It's pretty soft, bro.
Kintaya.
Hey, I'm Verhen. I'm an elf artificer. I am very jealous, and I have a superiority complex.
And Death.
Hello, I'm Nahfahlaar. I'm a half-elf divine soul sorcerer, and I don't know. I will decide if I heal them or kill them down the line.
Appropriate. I'm gonna mispronounce that name all the time. Snow.
It's fine.
I am a hill dwarf druid, and I will be turning into a bear and being a better tank than Benton.
I never said I was a tank.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. See. You can't quite turn into a bear yet. Soon. Yes, hopefully soon. So just kind of a background. We are in Baldur's Gate. So this is one of the cities on the coast, the Sword Coast. And for those who would like to kind of get more of an idea of where it is, you can find it on this giant map of the entire Sword Coast. But it is kind of pretty much a little bit south of the middle, about a third of the way up on the coast. So it's a coastal town. And there's been there's a lot of rumors kind of coming in about something happening at Elturel, which we'll kind of get into when we get going. But just kind of immediately prior to this adventure, the party engaged in, a bit of, shall we say, creative justice, and murdered a doctor who was doing very not good things. He was either very bad at his job or was intentionally, actually harming people in his job. So not a good person. But in any case, out of that, Acme, Arwin, stumbled onto this as it was happening. Now, Arwin has been tasked as he's a new member of the Flaming Fist, and because he's new, he's unassigned, which means he was tasked with finding some adventurers. And since these people look capable, he has recruited all of you, by which I really mean you've been conscripted to show up, and you are to report to the Basilisk Gate, which we'll kind of get into here. But that's kind of some of the backstory of immediately leading into this. So, with that, that's a long text. Welcome to Baldur's Gate, a veritable nest of rats and vipers clinging to the rocky slopes overlooking the Chionthar River. From their high perches in the upper city, the local nobles, known as patriarchs, gaze down with veiled contempt upon the common rabble in the grimy lower city which hugs the foggy harbor. The whole of Baldur's Gate reeks of blood, crime, and opportunity. One can easily fathom why pirates and traders are drawn into this place like flies to a carcass. Following the river farther east would eventually lead you to Elturel, the capital city of the Holy Land of Elturgard, or at least that was the case until a few days ago. The flood of refugees from Elturel has gotten worse since news first arrived that the city has fallen. Everyone is saying Baldur's Gate is next, but no one truly knows who or what has claimed Elturel. The Patriarchs pay a mercenary armor called the Flaming Fist to protect their interests in Baldur's Gate, and by extension, the city itself. The Flaming Fist has gained even more power since their charismatic leader, Ulder Ravengard, claimed the title of Grand Duke a few years ago. Apparently, Ravengard is missing. In his absence, the Flaming Fist has sealed the city's gates to staunch the flow of refugees. No one is allowed in or out. Just a quick note on the governance of the city. It's run by 4 dukes, led by the Grand Duke. So the Grand Duke is missing. Hi, Luna. Welcome.
Hi.
That's okay. Do you want to introduce your character really quick?
Yes. So she is a fun-loving prankster little bard. I think she's just under 3 feet tall. Long, I believe, black hair. Sorry, still trying to get this stuff to load.
It's okay. Okay, so all of this was brought to your attention shortly after you were drafted by the Flaming Fist to help defend the city. Your orders are to speak to Captain Zodge at the Basilisk Gate, which pierces the city's eastern wall and takes its name from the various statues that rest in its niches and perch atop its battlements. Unseen beyond the sealed Basilisk Gate, a dirt road stretches through the outer city slums to the bridge known as Worm's Crossing, then to distant realms beyond. Dozens of Flaming Fists are trying to control an angry mob of commoners eager to leave the city. Armed with only a vague description of Captain Zodge, a tall man with long black hair and a leather eye patch, it takes you a while to find him. A fight breaks out between soldiers and commoners, and you finally spot the one-eyed captain as he wades into the fray and begins throwing punches. Just another day in the City of Blood. And I will also share a map of Baldur's Gate, so you can have that. You might wish to save that one on your hotbar. Just kind of gives a few points of reference. Okay, so you find yourselves at the Basilisk Gate. A fight has broken out. It does kind of quickly get suppressed. No one here would be surprised by how this situation gets handled. Namely, the Flaming Fist, led by Zodge, wade in and just start knocking people out. A few coin purses may probably end up in the hands of the Flaming Fist, and that kind of a thing. But the immediate ferocity of the Flaming Fist response quickly turns the mob's anger to fear. You do note, however, that no one is arrested. Again, that's pretty normal for something like this. But several commoners are beaten and kind of slowly disperse. So, this is where you find yourself. Don't everyone do something at once.
Can we see this Dodds guy?
Yep.
He's in front of us, right?
Yeah. Not like immediately, but you can see him easily.
Is he alone or is he with the other guards?
Nope. There are 6 soldiers that are very close to him, but then there's also the soldiers that are manning the gate. So there's kind of 6 that are around him, and wherever he goes, they seem to be following. But then there's probably another 20 guards or 20 Flaming Fist soldiers manning the gate itself.
So we got conscripted by Arwin, right? And we have to report to this captain. Right?
Yep.
So it makes sense that Arwin makes the talking because he's the responsible guy for this.
Still reading.
Does it make sense? Do we need to peel the other guards off?
No, you can get up to them. They're not the guards.
I think he's friendly.
Yeah, I don't think we're trying to.
I mean, no, I think we're just waiting for an assignment.
Are we near a tavern?
We're in one. We're in one.
I thought we were at the gate.
You are at the gate.
We're at the gate.
This is not the map.
Oh, yeah, I don't think the map we're on is actually where we're at.
No, that's the Basilisk Gate.
Yeah.
I have to agree with Barn. I think we should just go to a tavern.
I'm thirsty.
I mean, I'm going to make my way over to Captain Zaj and ask him for orders.
Okay. Captain Zaj is someone who, like, you come up to him and you immediately kind of sense that this is a person that is forthright, level-headed, and he treats you with respect, but you can clearly tell that he will demand that respect in return, especially since he is a superior officer. Hey, we'll just kind of throw this out here. There's the Flaming Fist coat of arms. This is yes. Arwin, you have conscripted adventurers for this project. He tells you, the refugee crisis has stoked fears that Baldur's Gate might suffer the same fate as Elturel, of which nothing remains but a hole in the ground, apparently. Our Grand Duke, Older Ravengard, was visiting Elturel on a diplomatic mission when the city was destroyed. Coincidence? I think not. The Knights of Elturgard call themselves Hell Riders. A few of them escape the destruction and think we're somehow to blame for Elturel's downfall. What a bunch of self-righteous rabble-rousers. We're arresting them on sight. But that's left us short-handed to deal with another problem. For that, I need your help. At this point, he's looking at you to kind of give some sort of acceptance of the orders.
Tell him you'll help him, Acme.
Aren't you guys just getting paid to do this? How's this our problem?
I go, yes, sir. Just let us know what we can do.
Right. Baldur's Gate has long been plagued by followers of the Dead Three, the gods of Bane, Baal, and Merkel. I thought we had wiped them out, but apparently not. These purveyors of fear and death are taking advantage of the current crisis to commit murder sprees throughout the city. As my appointed deputies in this matter, who have license to kill these wretches on sight. Find their lair and wipe it out. Eliminate anyone who gets in your way, and don't worry about collateral damage. If you do what I say, I'll see to it that each of you receive 200 gold pieces in addition to my gratitude, which is worth considerably more. A few blocks from the Basilisk Gate is Elfsong Tavern. A spy named Terina hangs out there, gathering rumors for the guild. She owes me a favor, so tell her you work for me. Ask her what she knows about the Dead Three, and for the love of Balduran, be nice. Terina has dangerous friends.
A tavern, now we're talking.
This looks like an out for our earlier discretion, too.
So why haven't you started with the tavern part?
What do you... He's been... So, why has he not? You're asking,
I'm asking him why didn't you start with the tavern part? Let's go already.
Well, we had to see that.
Yeah, we had to get that again.
You know, it gives a little intro. He also gives each of you a Flaming Fist badge.
Nice.
I see you role-playing there, Ken. I got you.
Is this a get out of jail frika or something?
I don't know that it would get you out of jail free, but it does identify you as working for the Flaming Fist and for Zaj. So it should help you get through gates and the like.
It's like a fop badge.
It's an old. It's like the wild. You've been deputized, right? Like Wild West style deputization.
I don't have a place for the badge.
You
You
can
don't
wear
have
one around
pockets?
your neck.
Actually, no. He
Is it a
may
pinned
not have.
bed? Or?
Braided in your hair.
Oh, there you go. I like it.
Where does an eye patch?
Yeah, I meant the other hair.
Hey!
Too much information.
Oh boy.
You could wear it like a modest leaf.
Well, I mean, like chest hair.
To the tavern.
Yep,
Yes.
to the tavern.
Let's go. Ready?
All right. So you go to the Elfsong Tavern. That's the map you already have. Let's see.
It's not far from the gate.
Nope,
Like 3
not at
blocks.
all. Just
Go
kind of
through
a.
the block.
So everyone is kind of aware of this general information. Taverns and the city itself are somewhat dangerous. These places are full of alcohol, tempting coin, unscrupulous people. There's a let's see, Volothamp Gadarm, a notorious raconteur known for his tavern reviews, encapsulates Baldur's Gate experience as hard on the stomach, especially when someone sticks a knife in there. Everyone the taverns generally have bouncers and stuff, but they generally don't get themselves involved in the bar fights and stuff. They're really just there to protect the establishment and the employees. Everyone else is on their own.
I've known lots of these people for years. I think you're over-exaggerating the danger. These are my people.
Maybe. We'll see. So you arrive at the Elfsong Tavern, and you are in the main tap room. Alan Aleth tends the bar. He is the owner. 2 young men are taking orders and delivering drinks and food to tables, and joke with the clientele. Flanking the entrance are 2 bouncers. One is a suit of animated armor. The other is a gruff-looking female half-ogre. There are well-armed patrons huddled around tables in the main room and in private booths. 3 padded chairs are angled toward a fireplace on the east wall, underneath a creaky wooden staircase that climbs to the 2nd floor. You notice on the couch on the north wall is a drunk passed out on that couch. There's also a wooden sea chest near that couch that contains an assortment of games.
Would we give
I
a
think
description
this-
of the arena? I don't think we would give a description. Just she was a spy or something.
Yep.
We didn't ask what she looks like.
That's unfortunate.
No.
When we walk in, everyone turns and says, "Hi, Barn."
No.
Oh.
You're not that
I mean,
famous.
If she's anything like that bouncer outside, not
She's
interested.
She's a spy, so I don't think she will look like a bouncer.
As you kind of glance around the main floor here, you do see a few people of note. There is a human at the bar. You notice that he has no eyebrows, and you're not entirely sure if his kind of drunken wobble is the beer and ale he's drinking, or if it's what looks like several blows to the head.
Well, insight tell me anything about these people?
Not well. Maybe you can look at this in a minute. Let me finish describing the room a little. There is also a halfling at the other end of the bar with a scarred face, flipping a coin. Over in one of the chairs by the fireplace is probably someone who it's a human who kind of looks learned. He's scribbling into a notebook or a small book. He's got glasses that at the tip of his nose, kind of a thing. As you are kind of getting your bearings, you hear a very loud bellowing laugh from one of the booths to your left, where a half-orc sits. Pretty strong-looking fellow. And moving through from the bar to one of the tables is another halfling with a very colorful cape.
Spy would
What
have a colorful
colors?
cape.
Be blending in.
We'll say a very rich purple.
Ooh. Any designs on it?
Yes. I will. I don't think I actually told you that this is going to happen, but I will send you a request for a roll.
D20, right?
You should have a little pop-up window to roll for this. So anyone who got above, say, a 15, recognizes the markings on the cloak as identifying her as part of an order of druids.
Ooh, okay.
Snow recognized him.
Snow's gonna be like,
I think this is Snow's best friend now.
Well, while
So
they're
can I-
trying to figure her out, I go order some wine.
what's a girl like you?
Can I approach this person?
You can. So we'll resolve some things kind of in order. Benton is going to get some ale, or you wanted wine, right?
Wine.
Hey, where is the?
Kind of dwarf.
Okay, can we type
wine.
our actions into the chat box instead of saying it vocally?
If you like, yes. Is it gonna give me? It is not. Food, drink, and lottery. There we go. Okay, so you can get. Let's see, do we have wine? Wine, excellent. You can get a pitcher of common wine for 2 silver, or you can get a bottle of fine wine for 10 gold.
House wine, please.
First time I see a dwarf drinking wine instead of ale.
I was about to say you're a dwarf. What are you asking wine for? You gotta ask for ale.
It's a long story.
What was his name? Alan something.
He's allergic to gluten.
Nope. Where is?
I'm a barbarian on a strict vegan and gluten-free diet.
Alan is tending the bar, and he has taken notice of 8 fairly well armed fellers walking into his bar as a group. But this is not exactly uncommon. You look around, and there are plenty of people equally, if not more, armed than you. And he gives you a drink. Go ahead and take the 2 silver off of your character sheet.
Cheers.
Any entertainment going on?
Who are you cheersing?
Everyone.
Down here, it seems to be mostly just people in this main room just drinking and having a good time. The kind of the post-work vibe. If you go to a bar and people gather there after work, kind of have a beer.
Oh, happy hour.
Yeah, it's kind of what's going on here.
Is the conversion still 10 silver pieces to 1 gold?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to make my way over to the bar where Benton is at and ask the bartender if he knows anybody by the name of Tarina that hangs out here regularly.
He does. She is a regular. She is upstairs at the gambling tables.
Let's gamble.
Ooh, good call.
All right. I make my way upstairs.
Okay. I'm going to.
I think a few people should go with them.
I'm going.
I'm gonna
Does
draw a wall
insight give
between the
me-
two, the two rooms, because that's silly. Insight for what would you like to do? Insight for?
Just kind of all the goings on of the bar and who's there. See if I recognize anybody.
I did type
okay.
that in before too. I'm not sure if you saw that. PJ.
Probably. Okay, so Stitchz type something in. Yes, Luna, if you can give me an insight check in the tower. So on your skills tab on your character sheet, be insight and just drop it in the tower. It should be in the bottom right. Who are you asking, Stitchz, about the Hell Riders?
Oh, that was way back at the gate.
Oh,
we're
sorry.
long gone from there.
To answer your question is the Hell Riders are blaming Baldur's Gate for Elturel's current situation.
Right, that's what he told us. I was just wondering specifically what they were doing. Like, were they actually harassing people?
No, no, not specifically. They're just kind of showing up at the gate with what Zaj would call a self-righteous or snooty attitude.
All right, so they're being intimidating, but they haven't actually taken any actions yet.
No.
Okay, that's all I was asking. I just was trying to get a feel for what was going on.
Kind of like, and they're not like in large bands or anything, right? Like groups of 2s and 3s that were out of the city coming up and basically like, hey, what have you done to Elturel, kind of a thing. So being accused.
Yeah, I get it. They're just they're gathering, but they haven't actually done anything yet.
Right. They're not even to the gathering point. They're being arrested on site, so at this point they're just gathering into jail.
Is there a map or something we're supposed to be looking at?
Oh, sure. That would probably. You weren't here when I shared it earlier.
Probably. Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Okay, so Luna, so what kind of information are you trying to? You're trying to get a feel for what the vibe is?
Atmosphere of the room, kind of who's there, if I recognize anyone. Tenseness or any problems, gut feelings around.
Okay, I'm going to send you an investigation roll because you're also kind of asking along those lines. As far as the vibe of the room, feels really normal for a tavern in Baldur's Gate. Nothing suspicious on that regard. Okay. There's people here after work drinking. As you kind of wander around, I'm going to move you over into this little space. There's a lounge over here that smoking is allowed in the tavern, but this is clearly a favorite hangout. You can see there's, should we say, a smokers club, right? You can pick that up pretty quick. People here in here just enjoying a good smoke. And there's no one that you personally recognize downstairs. It's just a normal day in a bar in Baldur's Gate.
So I just realized I have perception skills. So like if I'm hanging out here drinking, looking around, is there anything I could pick up from like a perception check?
Potentially, but not really anything. Basically what I've kind of described already would be perception. Potentially there could be like a hidden thing or something, but there's not, so.
Back up.
How much for an ale? I gotta show this wussy dwarf how real men drink.
I should have hotbarred this.
Probably.
Gallon of ale is 2 silver.
Okay.
Gallon.
Uncivilized elf.
Dwarf is calling the elf uncivilized for drinking ale.
I agree with that.
That's interesting.
Backing up my buddy.
Upstairs.
No, I'm calling the dwarf a wuss for drinking wine.
Oh boy.
Upstairs, there is So upstairs, lanterns are hanging from the rafters. The room is windowless up here, and there's a bunch of doors around. Rugs cover the wooden floor and help dampen the noise from drunken patrons gathered around two large tables, eating and playing games of Baldur's Bones. It's a dice game similar to 21. At the first table, there is. Where did I stick that? There's a couple people at the first table that kind of catch your eye. There is a human wearing some what you would immediately recognize as religious garb. Who's should we say very clearly enjoying the gambling. But you kind of quickly realize that this is someone who loves to gamble, but is not necessarily good at it. And we'll actually have, let's see, Stitchz is up there, Acme's up there, and Gunga's up there.
I'd love to take some of her money.
I'm sure you would. Also, there is, you do find, trying to do two things at once.
Can I follow them up there too after I've done my inspection stuff?
Yes. Stitchz, you recognize the markings on the religious person as being an acolyte of Savras, a god of divination and fate.
Divination? Well, no wonder he's at the gambling table.
Apparently his divination is not very good. Also at the first table, you find Tyrannia. Having been given a...
I'm gonna give Arwin a little nudge and point to her.
Kidding. Let's go. Acme, did you fall asleep?
I'm here. I was looking at some stuff. Pete, how do we send you stuff? How do we send you tells or comment directly to you?
If you right-click the tower in the bottom right, it should give you that option.
When is that supposed to be used, though, PJ?
Sending me a private message?
Yeah, are we supposed to interact together in that window?
In the chat window? No.
Okay.
I find that the chat window is really great if you want to send someone a private message. So you can right-click anyone and send them a private message. They're portrait to the top. And you can also send me whisper. Basically, it's whenever you want to tell someone that something that you don't want to necessarily advertise to the entire group. So an example would be Gunga wants to pickpocket Snow's money out of his... Right, like that would be
Why
something
do you have
you'd probably
to tell him out
want
like that?
Because he's a rogue.
No, but why would PJ sell him out like that?
Because he's a rogue.
I am not saying that this was a request at all. Let's see.
No, but if I wanted, if Luna wants to investigate something, it's helpful for me to know that Luna's doing that.
Right.
Unless she. Okay.
Let's see. Occasionally, we'll also use the chat. Like if someone is telling you something in a language, I might just type it in the chat just so that it kind of.
You can tell chatter's going on, but you can't necessarily tell what it is.
Sure. Let's see. 1 plus your charisma modifier. Hey, you should probably be able to use this more. Let's fix that really quick. Okay, so you're gonna use divine. You're gonna do that, Acme, and you don't. Yeah, nothing.
Okay, so room is clear. Good.
In that sense.
Yeah. All right. So I make my way over to the table where she is at, lean over towards her and tell her that Zaj has sent us to speak with her.
She kind of gives you a look up and down. Let's see. Well, I'm busy gambling here. If you'd like to converse, take a seat. Join the game.
Oh, I accidentally pushed a button. I didn't mean to do this.
It's okay, I'll fix it.
Stitchy doesn't like gambling. Bless the room.
No, I actually pushed a button on my thing. I did not mean to do it.
Is the atmosphere kind of the same up here?
Yes.
So who's up here with us? It's Luna. I got Stitchies, and I got Gunga up here with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I motion for Gunga to come over, take a seat, play some cards.
It's dice, but
or dice.
Play some
Dice,
games.
cards.
Very good.
roulette.
Let's go.
All their bones, brother.
All right. The ante for this round is 5 silver.
I'm in. Take it off my sheet.
Well, we'll hold off on that.
We'll
maybe.
settle up at the end.
Yeah, probably the way to do it. So you are the 5th player. So everyone puts in 5 silver. And let's see, I said there were 5. So Gunga, you by happenstance, you are the first person to act. Lucky you. Okay, so the way this works is everyone's going to roll 3 dice. And let's see. Let's say, how about, who's downstairs still? Perfect. Benton and Kintaya and Death and Snow. We'll have you play the role for the other folks. So I would like... Actually, can I send this to you as a role? Not really. So Benton, Kintaya, Death, Snow, and Gunga. Roll 3d6.
Just in the chat.
Yep. Oh, Benton rolling low. Remember your high rolls. And we're waiting for Death.
I feel like this is a good time for low rolls.
Okay, so the way this works is on your turn, you can choose to stand or roll. The object of the game is to get as close to 21 as possible. If you go over 21, you lose. You're out. Okay?
Same rolls 3d6 every turn.
It's 1d6.
1d6, okay.
Yep. So on your roll, you just roll an additional 1 die. And we'll start with Gunga. You are at 8.
So we're all gambling?
Yeah. Well, you guys are playing the other characters at the table.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're at 10. You want to roll or stand?
Rolling.
Probably a good play since 6. All right, 14.
Oh.
16.
Oh.
You're good.
Ooh, you have a 20.
I'll stand.
You better roll.
Only if Benton's rolling for him.
All right, Kintaya, you have an 11.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
Ooh,
17.
I'll roll one more.
You have to, yeah.
20.
Also a 20.
I'll stand.
All right, Benton, you're at a 4.
Do I get more money if I use more dice to get to 21?
Nope.
Boo.
Well, it's not your money. What do you get?
It'll take a long time to get to 21 with your luck.
Start rolling.
But if he keeps rolling ones,
All right, 7. Well, there we go, 13. Now we're getting some higher numbers. 14. All right, you're at 18.
I'm going.
Roll.
You gotta roll.
Roll.
You out.
Oh, you're getting kicked out.
I had to roll though. I had to be 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no point staying at 18.
Get
Nope.
another drink.
All right, Snow, you're at a 7. 12. 13. 16. That's a good number to be at.
5.
Oh,
22.
Oh man.
get a drink.
Let's see. Death, you're sitting at a 12.
That's a pretty good number. Just don't roll high here.
Yeah, I'll stop.
20.
3 20s.
All right.
I'm a sensible gambler.
I'm going to add in. So Trinia started at a 14. And let me check a few things. So Gunga's playing. What are Philip, Arwin, and Nye doing here?
I'm not gambling.
Sure, but are you watching? Are you looking at other things?
Oh, I'm watching the gambling. I'm watching the dice roll.
Yeah, we're watching.
Is that a little like end table kind of towards the top of the room where we are?
Yeah, the couch and end table.
Mm-hmm. If I stand on that, can I see them rolling the dice?
You're gonna get thrown out.
Sure.
Wait, why is Acme not rolling? Isn't he gambling?
No, I'm not gambling.
he's
That's
not gambling.
why I brought Gunga.
Gunga is gambling.
Oh.
I start a light, airy, happy, music-y song.
Right. So a couple of you should have a roll here.
I don't like that I can't see your dice. Just a shadow. It's very ominous.
I love it. I love it.
No metagaming, Teddy.
So
No
we
worries.
is that
He's
just
not gonna fight.
20 for that?
I sent a perception check, but I did it as hidden so that you wouldn't know the result.
Oh.
So Tarina ends up at a 21 and takes the pot.
Ooh.
Yeah, I could see that coming. That's why I wasn't going to gamble at that table.
Am I
Weighted
seeing
dice.
Can you spy with teeth and dice?
Your song is very lovely, Luna.
Yay.
Can we hear her song from downstairs?
No.
Are you doing another round, Gunga?
I don't know about him, but I'm definitely doing another round of fail.
I congratulate her on winning that round. And we're gonna play another.
She is happy to do so, but before she does, or kind of throughout the game, you and her kind of talk a little bit. Let's see. I need to find the relevant spot here. So she agrees to help you in with this. Gunga, do you while you're playing kind of tell her what you're here for?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So you tell her that Captain Zodge has sent you. You're trying to figure out. You're looking into the murders by the Dead 3. You can do that, Luna, but it's not gonna. He can't apply it to this.
Oh,
to the gambling, unless he tries to use a skill or something. But anyways, she agrees to help you. If you stick around the Elfsong Tavern, she has picked up that some pirates from her former pirate life are looking for her.
Interesting.
And she would like you all to hang around for the evening to see if they show up, and if they do, she would like you to kill them all.
Sure.
Boys, let's talk. So, and girls. So, are we... Who is anyone evil in our party?
You don't know.
Well,
So what?
No.
that's a question to our paladin.
That might be a 3.5.
No one upstairs is.
Alignment is more arbitrary in 5e. It's not like a very.
So, well, it's hard to like. It's going to be hard for like our paladin to kill pirates.
Well, I mean, they are pirates.
Or
Yeah, they're pirates.
The outlaws, they need to die.
My captain sent me here to talk to her. She has asked us to protect her, and I can find no wrong in that.
I mean, he did say he didn't care about collateral damage, so.
right,
Yep.
but it's still all right. But it's still like he's lawful good, right?
Don't hinder yourself with the alignment. Don't overthink
Yeah.
it.
Everyone in the there is no one in the world that is innocent.
He's
such
lawful good,
such as Baldur's
not
Gate.
lawful
I mean,
stupid.
from my perspective, since I'm talking to her, I'm lawful neutral. I'm happy to. We'll do whatever we have to do to move this forward for her.
Would there be any punishments for just outright
Well, we got to
murdering some
pass
pirates
on the
at a bar?
We got the badges, so we're covered.
Yeah, my commander said just get it done. So
Collateral damage is acceptable.
Why are we still discussing this?
We
It's
have
a
to burn
bar
this place to the
fight.
ground. We will.
It's a It's a bar fight. We're here for fun.
Barn fight.
All right.
Okay.
So with this new information in hand, I make my way downstairs, motion for the group to come back to our initial table so I can update them on the discussion that happened upstairs.
Well, she still wants to play, right? So I'm happy to.
Well, yeah. I assume you're still at the table. That's why I went down to talk to him.
I'll stay up here.
I'll get a third ale and crawl back to the table.
Just need a hide sign if I have to come down. If we're.
Oops. Sure. I'll stay on the table.
Then I'm assuming that Luna and Stitchz were close enough to hear. If they weren't, then I would have explained it to them before I went downstairs.
Oh yeah, all four of you up there were good.
Okay.
Probably actually at that seat. Well, actually, probably this seat.
Either one,
Close
whatever.
enough.
Cool.
I will have definitely rolled over the table instead of
And
walking around.
Peach, are we moving us or are you moving us?
Some of both.
Okay.
So, are we going to stay upstairs to protect her or guard her downstairs?
They didn't say how they were coming in.
I'm assuming from the main entrance.
What if they're in one of these closed rooms?
Well, you can always stay up and howl at us if they come from the windows or something.
Maybe we should ask some more questions about, what they look like, what they might do.
When they might be here.
She doesn't know when they might be here.
Yeah, she just told us to hang out. So we know pirates. We know they could come here for her.
I'm gonna ask Skugi. Could you recognize a pirate if you see one?
I mean, if he says "arg," you're
going to Scooby.
Scooby.
You're a peg leg.
A patsai.
All right. So Gunga, you're anteing up. Who didn't play last time? Go ahead and roll. Whoever didn't play last time plus Gunga, go ahead and roll 3d6.
You mean from us that were downstairs?
Yeah, whoever didn't gamble last time. Get a new some new blood in here. Tarina rolls a 13. And let's see, Gunga went first last time. So we'll have Tarina is, as the host, gets to roll last every time. Because them's the rules, apparently.
Sure.
Double check. Let me just double check that. Yeah, the host of the game goes last. Play proceeds clockwise around the table. Host going last. Well, we'll have Gunga go last this time because we'll just say that the host revolves around the table a little bit.
Hey, PJ, I'm gonna roll up my sleeves.
You're gonna roll up your sleeves?
Yes, before anyone else goes.
Okay, sure. Let's see. We'll start with Luna. Why don't you go first? You're at an 8. So 12, 13, 15. It's a good number.
Ooh,
20.
Roll it.
No.
I mean, it's not your money, so what do you get?
All right, Acme. You're at a 13. 17.
Ooh.
19. It's a rough number.
Well, I mean, the way I see it, if there's already a 20 and he's at 19,
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
I might as well roll.
Of course. So Acme busts, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
And Stitchz, you're at a 9. Okay, 13. Oh, we got 15.
6.
17. 20. Hey, look at that.
Roll it.
26. Nice.
Stitchz
That's how
is
you do
playing
it.
the religious gambler of divination in this
Man,
round,
that's
apparently.
as far as you could possibly go over.
Hey, I'm playing an NPC, right? So it doesn't really matter.
That's what I said.
Money. I can do whatever I want.
I mean, these are degenerate gamblers, so they will keep rolling.
So Tarina picks up a couple of her dice. Gunga, did you want to do something here?
Yeah, I'd like to politely ask her to roll up her sleeves before she rolls.
Is it the same pair of dice, or everybody has a different set of dice?
There's a pile of dice on the table.
Oh, I see.
She rolls, or kind of raises an eyebrow, gives you a stink eye. And
Okay, so you see nothing.
does nothing and picks up dice and starts rolling. She rolls a 5 to get to 18. Rolls a 1 to get to a 19. And then rolls a 2 to get to a 21.
Such a coincidence.
She's working us.
No shit.
Correction, she's working you.
She's working you.
Third time's the charm, you know.
I hope lost no money on this deal, so I'm happy.
I hope I passed that check. Okay. Am I up?
Yeah, it's your turn. You started at 10, so you're
13.
at 13.
15. 18.
Get
Three.
it, Gunga.
20.
Roll
Boy.
Oh,
Close, close, close.
Uh,
I mean,
as Tarinia scoops up her pile of gold, you pick up a sly smile in your direction.
Hey, someone got a new girlfriend?
Not that kind of smile.
More of a thanks for your money, loser.
Pretty much.
At this point in the night, something quite unusual happens. Let's see if I can find the. Nope. No. There we go. A disembodied voice of a female elf suddenly starts to fill the tavern with a melancholy song. This is not a level of volume that is really disruptive to conversation, but immediately most of, if not all of the people in the tavern stop singing. Kind of like if you've ever lived underneath a flight path or near a Air Force base, something like that. You know, when a plane goes overhead, you just stop talking. Except it's not that loud. And it's kind of a very lovely little ballad. Once it ends, conversation resumes as if nothing happened. For the most part. Was there a question there?
Do I recognize the song?
No, it's not it's not a known tune or anything like that. Anyone who speaks Elven understands the lyrics, which lament an unnamed lover lost at sea.
Do you recognize the voice?
Oh, that's not a good song to drunk dance to.
No, this is not a drunk dance song.
I make my way back over to the bartender. What was that?
That's why we're called the Elfsong Tavern. Nobody. He kind of tells you it's been happening as long as anyone remembers. No one knows how the spirit came to haunt the tavern. No one can predict when it will sing again. Sometimes it sings in regular intervals, and sometimes it doesn't.
Does it always sing the same song?
Yes. Or at least the same. Like the words might change a little bit, right? Like maybe it's not the exact same song, but it's the same topic.
Topic, melody, bardy stuff,
yeah. Think of it like if this song had like 500 verses, but it was all about the same thing, you might get some different variations, if you will.
I would like to approach was it a female or male? The halfling in the cape.
I believe.
I think it was a female.
I don't think I actually said.
I don't either. Just
doesn't actually tell me.
Okay, fair. Just the druid symboled cape halfling.
Yeah. I saw that you want to ante up Gunga. You will have plenty of time to keep playing. We'll just kind of gloss over it and let's say I'll have you roll some checks in a minute, and we'll kind of resolve it that way.
Perfect.
The Snow, the halfling druid, introduces herself as Willow Brown Bug. She's a little snooty.
Guys, what snooty mean? What does that mean? Help me out. All right, that's fine. I'll just
got a big nose.
Yeah.
She's a little contempt. She treats you with a little bit of contempt, disapproval. She looks at you basically like she gives you kind of a look-see, and has deemed you unworthy.
Okay. Well, before introducing what I am, I'll just introduce my name, and I would like to compliment her cloak.
She gives you a curt kind of nod that you perceive as being slightly disrespectful. And like, okay, great, thanks.
Great.
You should wag your tail. I'd like to show her your tail.
I wish I could do that, but I can't do that yet.
Soon.
Is there anything like role-wise I can do, or do I have to just keep asking questions?
You can engage her in conversation, if you want. Well, actually, let's do this.
What was her name again?
Willow?
Willow. It's like Brown Bottom or something like that.
We'll let everyone see this roll.
Oh
no. Your
Nice,
attempts
one's
at being charming are not successful enough for her to offer you a seat at the table that she's at, but also not terrible enough that she like punches you out or makes you go away or anything.
Making you work.
Who is high? Does anyone have high persuasion? Because I can go back to the table and ask someone to go talk to her.
The bard.
Yeah.
Yeah, send Luna in as your.
Yeah. Go get some information on her, like about her
Luna.
About her
You
group.
gotta come tell me I'm upstairs.
Yeah, Luna's still upstairs.
Okay, I'll go upstairs then.
Actually, before So goes upstairs, I witnessed this embarrassment, walk over, stand behind him, and apologize to her for if my new friend has offended her.
Compliment her. It's all good. I'm going upstairs.
How much do you know about women now?
Oh, ow. Apparently nothing.
Yeah, nice apology.
This attempt by Arwin at being Snow's wingman fails miserably. And at this point, she returns to she gives you a rude gesture and look, and returns to the conversation at her table and the people she's drinking with.
Well, I tried, and I go upstairs.
I have a plan. It's okay. I have a plan.
Maybe we should roll initiative to see who goes next for the apology.
No, I have a plan.
Okay, what do you want to do, Snow?
I would like to go talk to Luna.
Okay, you don't have to move for that. You can just go talk to Luna.
So Luna, since you've been upstairs and I haven't been upstairs with you, you're gonna go talk to her and pretend like you know nothing of me, and ask about. Get some information on her, maybe like where she's from and her group and everything. Please. And thank you.
Why are you so interested in her?
Snow wants you to get her number.
It's a druidic
It's
symbol.
a druid thing.
So I'm interested.
Yeah.
It's a druid thing.
So you tanked out on her.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, whatever you think, sure.
I'll follow Snow back down. Is she the only one at that table?
No, there's a couple other people at the table.
Tell her that Snow wants to shape change with her.
Yeah. Are you into bears?
Well, I can definitely tell you she thinks you're unbearable.
Oh.
No, that's
See what you did there?
Oh.
That's my wingman.
Particular Bernie, and given the fact that he can't actually turn into a bear at the moment.
I know.
At the table with, is it her and two guys, or?
It's mixed company, but it's pretty readily identifiable as just kind of
platonic.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Work talk or anything about their body language and fightness?
These are people who know each other. There might be some shop talk, as it were, but it's not like they don't all work together necessarily. There might be one or two of them that there's some of them that have the same kind of general line of work, but they're not coworkers. This is just a meeting of friends. It's regulars at the bar, friends kind of a thing.
If I notice her looking our way, I will pour the remaining half a mug of ale on Snow and throw her a thumbs up.
Wait, say that again?
So if I notice that she's looking our way, the lady
Okay.
that Snow was trying to hook up with, I'll pour the rest of the ale in my mug onto Snow and throw thumbs up to the lady.
All right. Give me a percentile roll. And you, yeah, just give me a percentile roll.
80?
So you do end up with such an opportunity. She does kind of look at, not at you guys specifically, but the half orc off to the side, gives another one of his bellowing laughs, and she looks over in that direction, and she's looking in your direction. So Kintaya, you do seize the opportunity and try to dump your ale out on Snow. However, your timing was not very good, given that you just finished your ale, and a drop or two lands on Snow's head.
Doesn't matter. Still throw the thumbs up to her.
Okay. I'm gonna have you do and I'll send this to you. I'm gonna have you do a performance check. This ought to be entertaining.
Oh my god!
Wow.
That's about right.
Well, that would happen after 3 mugs of ale.
8 clowns walk into a bar, and what happens?
No
Like,
kidding.
Jesus.
And they all leave single. That's what happens.
There's a banana peel in this somewhere.
Luna, as you, well, I guess you had already been down there. Yeah. So, Kintaya gives a thumbs up and a grin that comes off way more like a leer than anything else, and gets another rude gesture, a roll of the eyes, and she goes back to what she was doing.
That fail is such. He should fall off his stool and bang his head with that fail.
Generally, you don't critically fail skill checks, but
To be fair, I probably did.
it wasn't successful.
There was alcohol involved.
Yep.
He made my attempt look better.
All right, Luna, good luck.
All right, we'll
That
have,
kind of roll, at least you could have gotten a chuckle out of her.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah. So Gunga's attempts at Benton, you still don't see anything of note. So Gunga, throughout his playing of this dice game, and his efforts, to roll up his sleeve and try to be very obviously a good sport and not cheating, has led him to do very poorly. In your efforts, please lose 3 gold.
God. She's got to like me a little bit.
She likes your money.
Let's see.
Gunga, stop simping. Let's come back and do our quest.
Luna, as soon as you go up to the Willow's table, they kind of give you a once over and notice your
Raven.
I was just gonna say your generally your garb as being a temple worker, and offer you a seat. And pour you a glass from their pitchers of ale.
Let's go.
Are there any nuts or anything on the table?
There's some bar munchies, yeah.
What?
And I watched them all make.
He wasn't wearing any pants.
And I did watch them all make asses of themselves, right?
At least Kintaya and trying to dump the ale on Snow.
What
can you put her where table she's at?
You said bottom right.
Sure.
Ooh. Oh, you're real close. Okay. Can we listen in?
Yeah, you can. Can who wants to listen in on this? Snow?
Yes.
I'll probably listen in. Why not?
No.
Perception?
I was gonna send you one, but yeah, perception. Benton. You guys just roll. If you want to listen in, just roll a perception check. Acme, you going back up to back
Yeah,
up
after I blew
Let's go!
Snow up, I went upstairs.
I'm listening.
That's a good one.
What race is the druid again?
Halfling? She seems like a normal person for the city. She runs an apothecary.
Right, halfling, a half orc, and who else was at the table?
Well, the half orc's at a different table.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I didn't describe the other folks are not descriptive.
Okay.
There's a lot of people in the bar. I just tried to like do a bit of a highlight of some of the more notable characters in the bar, if you will.
Okay. I cock my eyebrow at her and be like, "And what did they do now?"
She's already forgotten about them. So are you bringing up like the conversation? You could bring up your party members, but the conversation is going nowhere near any of them.
Okay, no, I'll just. What are they discussing right now?
A little bit of shop talk, a little bit of gossip. Just kind of. It's friends at a bar catching up. Like you get the sense that this is, they come here.
Religious or nature or
all of the above.
What kind of shop talk?
Depends on the so Willow would be kind of maybe talking a little bit about how her apothecary is doing. Think of this as if you've got a group of friends that you go to the bar like once a week with, it's just kind of catching up for the week. It's that kind of a conversation.
Any fun stories?
Maybe one or two colorful customers that came in, but really more it's probably actually less about the shop talk and more about the rumors with the refugees kind of coming in. They clearly don't really know anything about what's going on. Anything that's not public knowledge. It's just kind of talking about what it's doing to their business, right?
And I'm assuming it's negative impact for their business?
Generally, the gates are closed, so Willow's probably not able to get supplies in from the outer city or sell to outer city customers. Kind of a problem. Same with some of the other ones. There's probably a religious person there. Well, we'll just say that like one of the other people at the table is a temple worker for another god that regularly goes out to the outer city to minister to folks out there, but hasn't been able to do so since the gates got closed.
Okay, continuous shop talk then with them.
Kind of something along the lines of this isn't good for business, but also if the rumors are to be true, like what could happen to Baldur's Gate? Like, could we be next? Kind of a thing. So.
Is Nurin in here with me, or is he back at the temple?
You're Raven? Hey, I don't be with you or not.
Yeah, let's say he's at the temple to be safe for now.
He wouldn't be in the temple. He would be in your pocket dimension kind of thing. What are you doing, Benton?
Stumbling around drunk.
Too much wine.
Right. Anyone else want to do anything in the bar while we're waiting?
Did you say that there was a religious cleric at the table that Luna was talking?
At the at the table that she's at, there's a temple worker. There was also the gambler upstairs.
Which temple?
The one downstairs.
Yeah, but which deity is what I'm trying to ask.
A minor one.
Oh.
If you'd like me to come up with one at random, I can do that, but it would be inconsequential.
Okay, that's fine. I was just wondering if there was like an opening to talk to the guy, but that's fine.
There's no more seats at the table. Luna took the last one. much to Snow's chagrin, she seems to have blended in very well.
Good. Ask about the cloak.
Through shop talk, does she mention anything about her religion or anything that would lead me to suspect what her beliefs are?
She's a druid.
Yeah, we know that.
Nature. In terms of what god, well, probably.
Oh, I just threw one too.
Actually, I think you. Hang on, you have.
Yeah, that's one of my
religious,
proficiencies.
Yeah, the religious community thing. Yeah, as someone who's tightly connected to the religious community, yes, you recognize what her religion is and whatnot. But it is, again, it's of no consequence to the story or conversation or anything like that.
I give her either a generic blessing or one more tailored to her faith. Is that a fireplace in the upper kind of corner?
Yeah. That's where the guy with his nose writing in a book is.
Is there, aside from Teddy, is there anyone else on the bar?
There's the two NPCs that are. The guy who looks like he's drunk from some combination of ale and punches to the face, and the guy flipping a coin.
I go jump up on the bar and start playing a nice little soft song, Happy Lucky.
Well, when you jump up onto the bar, the bartender kind of shoos you off of the bar, but doesn't mind you singing.
Is there a nice place to stand to do that?
You can stand on a bar stool.
Okay, that works.
Gunga, you tell her your story, and she listens. Well, actually, let's do this. Let's have Gunga roll. Not you people. An insight check. And we'll have Luna roll a performance check.
God, I suck.
And for that, we'll make Luna roll an acrobatics check since she's standing on a bar stool.
Oh, I thought it was a 1.
So did I. So Luna, you hop on the bar stool. You start strumming out a tune, and you're doing pretty good. And then you shift your balance a little bit, and the bar stool kind of shifts, and you end up like plucking all the wrong strings and throw some just nasty ass chord out. It's just completely dissonant to what you're actually going for, and you don't fall down or anything, but you do get jeered at.
And here was getting ready for a drunk table dance.
I'm not on the table, I'm the stool.
Gunga.
PJ, I accidentally closed up the map. How do I get it back?
Open up your character sheet and double click the token in the upper right. Gunga, you tell Terina your life story, apparently, and she smiles politely at you and continues to take your money. And others.
She doesn't like you, bro. Stop
just so we're
trying.
clear, she doesn't win every game either.
I want to know about these pirates, man.
About the pirates from her? Well, she'll give you a little information, since you're happy to give her your money. She was a pirate. Then she was known as Rhonda Thunderbell, which she
What?
Rhonda Thunderbell.
Okay.
Which she tells you is also not her real name and gives you a sly wink. She served under Captain Morosco Cesprin of the Uncivil Serpent faithfully for months. At which point she stole loot from her fellow pirates and fled before they could stop her. And now she's here. And she's she's doing just fine. And you probably pick up a little bit that she has friends in the city, which you're pretty sure means the guild, which is the local thieves guild, for which she does odd jobs for. A couple hours pass through the drinking. Some patrons come and go, and after a couple hours, the elf spirit that haunts the place begins to sing again. But very quickly, everyone realizes that this is not a normal song that she sings, or it's not her normal song. In fact, so her song is, "Oh, sing a song of Elturel, of water, woods, and hill. The sun dawns on her ruddy cliffs, and fields green and still. This land of long-abiding joy, home of the strong and brave, renowned by all across the realms, and never once a slave. Oh, sing a song of Elturel when foes are at her door, her fields torn by cloven feet from some infernal shore. Arise, the mighty Hell Riders, take up your swift, keen swords, then charge into the hellish fray and scatter devil hordes. Oh, sing a song of Elturel, and when the night does fall, sleep safe beneath companion's light until dawn does call. We're bound by mortal covenant that only ends with death, and so we'll sing of Elturel until our final breath." This time, the hush of the crowd is much longer than usual. Right before, the elf sung, and immediately once it was over, everyone went back to business as usual. This time, there's much more of a stunned silence, and especially amongst the regulars, there's immediately like, "Wait, what was that? What? That was different. What's going on?"
Is the drunk guy with the bruised face still at the bar?
Yes.
I punch him in the face.
That escalated quickly.
Okay.
And Kiara was just about to interrupt the awkward silence by saying, "Hi, ghost lady." But you go ahead, Benton.
Okay. You punch him in the face. And you knock him out of his chair, and he doesn't get up. And people kind of look over, notice it, and go back to what they were doing.
I check his pockets.
Okay.
Nice. I like that. What do you find, Lynn?
You find 4 gold.
Whoa.
Some of that fancy wine.
A silver and 3 copper.
Nice.
That beats dice rolling, huh, Ben?
I order another wine.
Okay. Alan looks at you and says, "On him, I take it?"
Indeed.
Kintaya, you wanted to say hello to the elf lady?
Yes, in Elvish. To the ghost lady, to the voice that was singing.
Sure. Amazingly, she sings the song again.
I talk to her again.
And let's see.
At least someone here likes me.
We'll have everyone. No problem, Gunga. Let's see. Kintaya and Snow. What's the roll? Kintaya, Snow, and Acme. And any of you who are actually from Elturel will note the companion referred to in the song is the name given to an artificial sun that burns over Elturel, protecting the city and the surrounding lands against undead.
Protecting from undead. What is the song again? Do we have the song? Does someone write it down? No.
I'll just give it to you. You heard it twice.
I gotta take the artificial sun apart and reverse engineer it.
At this point, probably many have tried.
That might make
but none of them were as great as me.
And I'll have you do another check.
That makes the Hell Riders undead.
Well, that's actually what we're rolling for. Kintaya and Deathrobot, and I think anyone else from Elturel, and I'm assuming you share this information with each other. The Hell Riders are they were so named long ago when they descended into the 9 hells on horseback to fight devils. Most of them never returned. But that's where they get their name from. And unless there's anything else anyone wants to do right at the moment, going to move on. Just checking.
So did my shitty performance get me any tips?
Don't stand on stools.
Good
I like
tip.
that tip.
Someone you do get an offer. Someone does buy you an ale, and the bartender points him out. Not the most charming of individuals, and gives you a smile that, I mean, to be fair, looks better than the leader that Kintaya gave earlier, but does not inspire you with confidence either.
I go over, thank him, and try and find any stories that he has.
Okay. I mean, nothing of note. He's only too happy to talk about himself and talk himself up. He thinks he's onto something here.
I'm assuming his persuasion is craptastic.
Absolutely. It's it's not good.
Like, to the tune of, do I even need to roll?
No. No. He is drunk and trying to get lucky, and by the sound and look of things, this is as lucky as he's gotten in many moons.
Ouch. That's even worse than me. At least I got a positive response from the ghost elf.
It's true. You did get a positive response from the ghost elf.
Someone with good talking skills should go talk to the person writing a book or writing notes at the fireplace.
Ooh, me?
Sure.
If you sure.
Just don't punch him.
Don't send the guy in that punches people.
I say.
I really wouldn't send in Ben.
I send in Verhen.
Send in the bard or yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the bard.
Yeah, so far Luna's doing good at introducing herself to people.
Me too.
I have pretty persuasion, okay?
Although
you're good at knocking people out.
I don't know if the punching guy or the falling bard is better to send over there.
She
Send
did
the
I've
falling
been-
bard.
Yeah, because Lord knows I haven't rolled well all night. Well, I'm already halfway there.
Yeah, we can send Verhen in there. I'll be fine with that.
So who's going to talk to the guy scribbling in a book?
I vote Luna.
Yeah, it's fine. Go for it.
I wander over and try and start up a conversation asking him what the title of his book is.
Well, first off, the commoner that you were talking to before, when you politely, I'm assuming politely excuse yourself, cannot in any shape hide his disappointment. In many ways, the brief interaction was probably worse than the casual rejection he usually gets.
I'm horrible.
The man scribbling in the book, good dear, my dear, it's not a book, it's a play.
Ooh, what play?
Next.
He gives you a brief description, introduces himself as Aloric Whitmirth.
And what do you like most about that play?
You engage in small talk for a bit. You kind of get the impression that he's a little bit down on his luck, so to speak. By which, probably reading between the lines, it's probably because he's not that good. It's not as good as he thinks he is.
Okay.
I know the feeling.
You're a bard. You give him a hand. Give him a plot twist.
Doesn't necessarily mean that. I guess she knows.
I can give him some pointers and tips. Stories that I've stolen from other folks. I'd love to roll some double digits.
Seriously.
Well, I guess the best tip you can give him is to not dance on a bar stool.
So you kind of pull something out of your hat, a story that you've heard told, or something like that. And his response, while polite, or let me rephrase that. It's not like critical of you, but he immediately dismisses it. Like, no, they did it in this other story, and this other story.
Is he writing the play, or is he?
Right now it looks like actually, let's see. We'll have you roll an investigation check. I'm sure you're great at that.
Ooh.
There we go. Hey, look, double digits. Congratulations. Throughout the conversation, you're able to kind of glance at the notebook. It looks like it's just notes, kind of like maybe some outline, some light outlining. It is not actually writing a play. It's just kind of putting thoughts together onto paper, that kind of thing.
Commoner, or what language?
Common. But it's nothing special. Although what you kind of pick up, it kind of reinforces what you already think.
I wander back to the table and then smack Kintaya on the head.
Why me?
Because this is the first chance I got to that. Mr. Smirky Smirk.
Can you reach his head? He's a high elf.
I didn't say which head.
Okay.
Ouch.
Okay.
Let's just say it was still sitting so she can reach my head.
All right. So when Luna gets back to her table, 8 motley humans saunter into the tavern. The leader is a brawny man with a cloudy right eye, a cruel sneer, and a pirate's swagger. The others are an unsavory, rowdy bunch who act as if they own the place. We're looking for an old friend of ours, says the dead-eyed man. He sniffs the air. Goes by the name of Trina, or so I'm told. Loves to cheat at Baldur's bones. And that is where we're going to end today's adventure. So you've been watching the D&D with the Lava Divers. If you would like to find more of our adventures, you can find them on DDOcast.com or on the DDOcast YouTube and Twitch channels. We've been using Fantasy Grounds Unity today, a virtual tabletop. If you like what you saw and you'd like to check it out for yourself, you can go to fantasygrounds.com or at fantasygrounds2 on Twitter to get started with your virtual tabletop gaming experience today. You can follow me on Twitter at DDOcast, where you can find information on when we're doing this again and our other stuff that I do for DDOcast.com, which includes our weekly news and discussion DDO show, as well as more tabletop and gaming adventures. Thanks very much for watching us. We'll be continuing this adventure, so you can expect to see more of this down the line, and we look forward to having you with us. Thanks for watching.